OMAE wa mou shinderu. Salutations, everyone. My name is Pietro, and I am very excited to play this deck. So this came to me in sort of a fever dream. I wasn't actually sick or anything, but I had my head around wow. I had my head around the interaction between Kwombaj witches and You Are Already Dead, or Waemoa Omae wa mo Shinderu if you speak Japanese. I don't. And I have previously stated my opinion on the whole anime, manga, Japanese, like Oriental culture thing on the channel before. But look, um, I think this card is not good. With that said, it is pretty fun. And if you are able to transform your Kwanbaj witches into just a ping a creature, pay a mana, kill it, draw a card, it is not that bad. But I have noticed lately there is a significant influx in Pauper of just these small, like sort of grindy, sort of aggressive decks relying on small creatures. And in it, I mean, none of this is new, but I have noticed that probably this is an event that has happened more in recent years, even in recent months, maybe, where Elves is at the top of the metagame, and it has been for a while. It's not the best deck or anything, but it is there. Fairies exists and has made a comeback in the form of blue-black fairies. We obviously have things like White Winnie. We obviously have things like Raleigh Red that all rely on these small creatures that just sometimes aggro you out, sometimes are part of an engine. Obviously, you have Spy as well, which is another thing. And yes, even though Spy plays a walls package more often than not, they still play things like Quirion Ranger, Elves of the Deep Shadows, sometimes literal mana dorks. And that got me thinking, and I wanted to try something really out there, so I am playing a deck that is kind of reminiscent of just Mono Black Control or Mono Black Devotion rather, from years back. Basically, the idea here is I got a bunch of removal for small creatures. I have 4 Forked Bolt, a card that I haven't seen in the format in the longest time. Yes, it is not very good because it's not instant speed and only deals 2 damage, but this is damage that you get to split. So you can shoot down Delver, you can hit your opponent for 1, you can shoot down a couple of fairies, a couple of anything that you want, really. Forked Boat also pairs decently well with Kwombaj Witches because it allows you to do the Witches thing and then Forked Boat your opponent's creatures. It is good at killing refurbished familiars in the air and things like that. So I'm pairing Forked Boat plus the Kwombaj Witches plus the You Are Already Dead. All of this with Shadow Guildmage. And this is the name that I'm giving this deck. If you have never seen this card before, I don't blame you. The only reason I know of it was because when me and my cousin were teenagers, we got a like Time Spiral event deck, which was basically sort of like a really big booster that came with a Scion of the Ur Dragon foil card, which was really cool. And this was one of the cards that came in the deck. And I always really liked the idea of this in Pauper because it's just a 1-drop that allows you to repeatedly ping anything you want. You want to trade life with your opponent, you get to ping that. You want to ping out of their creature, you can do that. You want to ping your opponent's creature and then kill it with your You Are Already Dead, you can do that as well. However, the first ability is pretty intriguing because putting a creature you control on top of its owner's library is usually not good because it's not card advantage. Yeah, you get to save you get to save your creature from your opponent, but it's not really like the best. Until I started thinking about pairing it with something like Chittering Rats or good old Gary. So, my idea here is if your opponent is stuck because they don't have resources or they don't have anything that they can play or whatever, and you play a Chittering Rats, it's basically like a Time Walk. If you have never been on the other side of this, it sucks. It's really annoying. But what happens if your opponent is in that situation or a similar one and you are just playing Chittering Rats every turn forever? You can do that with Shadow Guildmage. What happens if your opponent and you are kind of like in a stalemate situation and you play a Gary, and then every turn you play a Gary? That's pretty good. You get to drain your opponent out pretty quickly, especially if you already have some of these permanents in play. So my plan here today is to control the board, and for that, control the board with removal and some pings here and there. I have then Thorn of the Black Rose as card advantage, Cleanse and Wildfire to try to stabilize the game. I could squeeze a Singleton Nile Spellbomb to go alongside our Bojuka Bog in the main deck for Graveyard Hate. And yeah, I'm just gonna try to organize this, or like make this work into sort of a control deck where we really want to face the small creature decks and we don't really want to face like red madness because that's not going to be great for us. And yeah, that's what I'm going to try to do today. In the sideboard, I have blue hate, artifact hate, more small creature hate because fiery cannonade, even though yes, it should be breath weapon, we have gone through this. I don't have them in Magic Online. Like more small creature hate because I think these are going to be very important against Raleigh Red, and then some of the pingers are going to come out. I have 2 extra Garys for the red matchups because I think if we can control the board early enough and deploy some things, the Garys get to take us over the top. An extra Snuff Out basically for Terror or something like Spy, and then the Nile Spellbombs to wrap it all up. I am playing 21 lands and 3 Troll of Khazad-dûm. Now, this is a deck that doesn't have a ton of card advantage built in. Cleansing Wildfire and the Monarch are the only ones. So I do feel like I need to hit all of my land drops early. I didn't mention this. Like, this is a Rakdos deck. We have blue in the mana base in the form of 4 Silver Bluff Bridge, 2 Mist Vaults, and 1 Island just to fetch with the Cleansing Wildfire. I know that it's not trivial to cast Kosmab Witches on turn 2, but we're going to see if the mana base is going to support at least casting it around turn 3 or so. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this. This is my own creation. Let's see how it plays out. Let's go into the matches, but before we do, let me just remind you that if you want to check the YouTube membership section, you're going to get early videos if you are subscribe to that. And if you just want to be extremely generous and go over to the Patreon and give me a donation deck to play your deck, or just pay me some extra because you really like my work here, all of that seems really good to me. I wonder why. Yeah, that's gonna be it. And if don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, you know, the usual stuff if you haven't done so already. Subscribe. 63% of my viewers haven't subscribed. Subscribe. Let's go to the games. Okay, welcome to round number 1 on the play against Unpun MOU. This is a pretty weird hand. So, this hand has a lot of weird things going for it. The Cleansing Wildfire is not guaranteed to be good. It is just a 1-land hand, but I do have Witches, plus You Are Already Dead. There is a I think this is a reluctant keep, and then I need to think about what this actually means. Like, I don't know if I am super interested. Oh, okay. Okay. I think we are just going straight into Kosmab Witches with this one. I could grab the Geothermal Bog, but I think I don't have time. I need blockers, and okay, drawing more lands is good. Let's play the Kosmab Witches. Hopefully my opponent doesn't have something insane here. Oh, I hate that. That is so bad for us. Oh, God. Oh, and the Tomb Raider? Seriously? Yeah, this is really bad. Like, really, really bad. Yeah, and now I don't have the red mana to do the things. Yeah, that was precisely what I didn't want to see. I wanted my opponent to go, like, Burning Tree into something, not this. Okay, at least there's no Bushwhacker just yet. There's a Thermal Alchemist. That is crazy. Yeah, I think we're just dead. Unfortunately, the mana didn't help us, and the fact that my opponent had Lightning Bolt on my turn 2 Kosmab Witches into Tomb Raider is too much. Because I'm gonna fall down to 8 immediately. So is our opponent playing like a mixed brew? Because Thermo... Oh, there is Lava Dart as well. Okay. Ren's Resolve. What do we have? We are dead. Dead. Okay. Well, Goldfished on turn 4. Pretty cool. I obviously hate this. So our opponent is playing like a mixed version of the deck. I don't think I want Nile Spellbomb. Cast like Fiery Cannonade is probably better than Cast into the Fire. Oh, the Monarch is not gonna be great here. I guess I can play one Monarch. Shadow Guild Mage is actually not good either, so maybe play Cast into the Fire instead. And yeah, I think we're going with this. So unfortunately, that was a really weird hand. Okay, this one I like a lot. I have a Cleansing Wildfire for turn 2. I have the collars I need. Things seem to be going well. Chittering Rats is obviously pretty fun. Of course, my opponent has the classic, turn 1 Goblin Tomb Raider with a Great Furnace. So I don't actually think I get to go Cleansing Wildfire. Oh, actually, I am just gonna go Cast into the Fire here, right? Yeah, I think I'm fine with trying this. Okay, opponent has another land and a synthesizer, but the synthesizer doesn't do anything here. It's just to continue the aggression. They exile the mountain. I am just gonna go Chittering Rats here, make a blocker, pass the turn. If my opponent gives me the option to block, I absolutely will. Opponent still has more mana. Thermo, okay. No attacks. Okay, I need some playables here. Well, I guess technically that is a playable. Let's go Cleansing Wildfire. I do wish to use the ability. Let's grab another red source. Another Gary is not bad. So I guess I might not block now. Because if I can go Gary into Gary, it's pretty good. Gary drain for 4, Gary drain for 6. Is this a Lightning Bolt on my rat? Galv Blast. On the rat? Yes, on the rat. Okay. So Gary looking less interesting now. Gonna be taking 2 more, down to 13. And another Thermo. Yikes. Okay. That is actually pretty good. So let's go land drop, play Gary. I'll take my 1, drain you for 2. And I do think I'm just gonna kill this Forked Bolt on the Goblin Tomb Raider. Now, opponent has a single card in hand. The Thermal Alchemists are pretty scary. I guess we'll see. But I have another blocker for... Please, no. No, don't draw. Okay. Okay. There's an Epicure. I imagine you're playing a land and... Wait, no? Oh, it can be played until the next turn. That's true. So let's attack. See if opponent is at all interested in blocking. I don't imagine so. Yeah. So play Gary again. Go up some more. Do I just hold up the Forked Bolt? Yeah, probably. That Lava Dart is so much damage. So much damage. Yep, down to 11. Down to 10, soon to be 8. No, come on. And we are dead. Man, that was crazy. Jeez, the Thermal Alchemists absolutely ran us over there. No shot at resistance. Opponent started with the Tomb Raider on 1 both games too, off of a Great Furnace, and we still weren't able to get there. Now, with that said, I think our opponent actually had a really good configuration to fight us because their build was like hybrid enough that both parts of the deck did their thing. That Goblin Tomb Raider did what, like 5 points of damage to me by itself because it was 2 off the first turn. Then, no, it was like 6. Yeah, it was like 2 the first turn, 2 the second turn, and then they killed my rat, did 2 damage again. Yeah, wow, that was really impressive and really a really bad showing for our deck. I think both of our starting hands were good, and we still had no shot at stabilizing there. All right, let's go to round number 2. Okay, welcome to round number 2. We are on the play against Thraben 27. I think this is too many lands. Let's try a hand that is a little more mixed here. Oh, we have a troll. Okay, one of these cards is going back, likely the Toxin Analysis. And then I need to decide... Oh, but I can't. I'm not going to be able to Forked Bolt on turn 2 anyway. Opponent has also mulligan to 6. Yeah, I think I'm just going to go Bog into turn 2, cycle Troll, play Geothermal. Okay, we are against some sort of grindy deck. Another Swamp is interesting. Let's just cycle this. Got the Geothermal Bog. Make our colors online. Is this Affinity? Is this Jund? Honestly, could be either still. It is Jund. Okay. So this is going to be a pretty interesting match for us. Fault is good against Chrysalis. Let's see what our opponent has in store now. They do have a land drop. Is there also a Cleansing Wildfire to pair with that? Seems like... Oh, it's just a cast down on the rat. Okay. Ooh. Oh, I don't have any artifacts right now. Yes, I think this is just another chittering rat situation. Maybe our opponent's gonna think that we are rat lock and we're trying to like flicker these things. Opponent has a refurbished familiar. Sure. I think I'm getting rid of my snuff out here. Twisted Landscape, pass the turn. One card in hand for our opponent. Wouldn't mind drawing a land. I mean, it's obviously not great, but at least I get to go... Oh, no. Wait. One, two, three, four. Let's play the refurbished familiar first. What is your last card? Are you cracking the spell bomb to try and protect it? Or are you just... We're just casting down my thing. Okay, so I get to draw a card here, which is pretty good. Okay, so we are top decking now. Forked Bolt, kill your refurb, deal you a damage. Pass the turn. Chrysalis would be horrendous. Yeah, of course. What a top deck. Holy moly. Okay, that one's not bad either. Yeah, I think I'm just doing this now. The Forked Bolt here is obviously really bad, but I just don't want my opponent to have access to the mana, and if I do get my Troll of Khazad-dûm down, I think we are in a decent spot. Again, I need my opponent to top deck worse than me. Krark is fine. Ooh, we are racing. Interesting. Okay. Silver Bluff Bridge, unfortunately, is a tap land. Am I attacking, though? Is it worth it to trade 2 points of damage for 1 point of damage when my opponent is racing me much faster? This is a 4-turn clock. This is still a 4-turn clock if my opponent attacks with a Krark. Yeah, I think that's fine. Play my bridge and pass. Yep. Opponent gets to crack their Nile Spellbomb here. What? No, that's not what you want to do, friend. You want to crack that thing. Yes. There we go. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, that is not great. No, don't. I want to cry. I know that this is what the deck does, but come on. That's an insane turn. They went from 1 card in hand to 3 cards after playing a bunch of stuff. Rough. All right, Troll. Do your thing. Also, the Chrysalis is now a 5/6, meaning that my Troll just trades with it. Yes. Please no removal. Okay, Lambas is sort of whatever. Are we getting in? We are not getting in. Okay, well, I am. Swing. Opponent's just going to take it. So, my opponent does have 5 artifacts, but in order to do that, they lose a lot of stuff. I think I do just play the Shadow Guild Mage here to see if they are interested in Krarking. Opponent's reading what the card does. Yeah, opponent. I don't blame you. 3 mana? What is this? Bosa Murasan refurbished. Yeah, that is bad. Oh, I was gonna cycle the thing. Whatever. Ah, this Chrysalis, man. That Chrysalis top deck was crazy. Yeah, sure. Block. My Shadow Guild Mage is not doing a ton here. So there's a lot of ways that this can go bad for me. Ooh, that is really interesting, huh? So what happens if I do this? Are we just crashing in? Oh, but yeah, I just know, yeah, a 5/6 doesn't die the same way. Oh, sure. So hit for 7, down to 7. Oh, 8, down to 7, actually. Okay. Yeah, my opponent has 6 cards in hand now, 8 cards in hand now. The Ichor Wellspring bargain package is some nonsense. Yeah, there's another Krark. So are you still going to be on the offensive here? I think you... No? Okay. Are you just going to sacrifice a bunch of stuff? Or do you have a cast down? You do not have a cast down? Just down to 1? Okay. Oh, they have Lembas, so I guess technically they are not dead, but I think that's a pretty aggressive choice. Jesus, my opponent drew 14 cards more than we did. Lambas again. I'm just gonna F6 here. There's nothing I can do. Opponent bottoms, that is good. Refurbished. Sure, you can take my land. Did you find a removal spell? No? Okay. Crack the map. Nile Spellbomb doesn't do anything. It's just extra sacrifice fodder. You are already dead. This is actually very interesting, huh? Okay, let's go to attacks. Crazy that my opponent never found another cast down or Galv Blast or whatever. But I guess they did start off with 2. So, let's swing, and then we'll see what happens here. Yeah, it is going to be the triple block. Sure. Okay. Can I split the damage however I want? I don't remember if that changed it or not. Okay. OMAE wa Shinderu. Kill it, draw a card. Okay, drew another bridge. No, no. Okay, like we traded the whole board for my troll. No, not another. Okay, they're just cycling. Whew. Okay, okay. No more Chrysalis. Yeah, gain 3 life. Is my opponent just insanely flooded? Is this what's going on? Oh, no. Lambas again. Okay. Thorn of the Black Rose off the top. Breath Weapon. Not what I'm looking for. I guess I'll play the land. Yeah, I think this one slipped away. We had a couple turns there where I needed to draw live, and we didn't. Oh, wait, don't F6. Don't F6. Do not F6. There's a creature that we can kill now. Yes, you can take a draw. That's fine. So this is a thing that can't really die to my breath weapon right now. Yes. Yes. Perfect. Thorn. We are the Monarch. Now, this is real scary, but guess we'll see what happens here. Are you gonna kill it? You are gonna kill it. Okay, fine. I can't do anything about it. No, no land. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I think we're in huge trouble here. Lambus plus Denial Spellbomb is just the worst situation. Yeah. Like, I'm gonna Breath Weapon, but then my opponent can sacrifice these two, and we are gonna die because they're gonna take the Monarchy here. That game is actually very close. Yep. I guess drawing 15 cards more than your opponent is a pretty good tactic. Is there more? Oh, they're also gonna Eviscerators Insight? That... Oh, to just draw. The drawing never stops. 16 extra cards. Opponent has cast all 4 cast downs. We're down to 3 life. Drew a land and are dead. Yeah. So that sucked. How can I maybe make this be less bad? So the Shadow Guild Mages are gonna go. They're not for this matchup. Cast into the Fires absolutely can come in. Probably one Nile Spellbombs as well. My opponent did gain a significant amount of life off of that Pulse of Morasa. Toxin Analysis is kind of whatever. The Forked Bolts are also kind of whatever, huh? Oh, Breath Weapon is actually probably worse. Snuff Out for Chrysalis. That seems fine. Also for Krark Shamans. Not having Cast Down itself is definitely a cost here. Garys. What do we think about Garys? They are kind of tough to justify, huh? I think 2 is probably the right amount. Sure. Let's try that again. This is a turn 2 Quombage. I have the Garys, which, again, are not the worst, but, you know. Do I just really need a hand with Monarch? I hate mulliganing against Jund, so I'm just gonna keep it. Denial Spellbomb is also decent. Maybe I should have just tried to mulligan to like a Wildfire hand or a Cast into the Fire hand, maybe. Draws Forge Bridge. Let's just get our second black going. Okay, that's a curve. So play the Witches. Duress. I guess you can take my Spellbomb, friend. Another land comes down. Play the land that they know about. Let's go Rats. Swing. And I am gonna swing rather than hold up the mana for something. Cast down on my Rat. Sure thing. Can I draw a Monarch? Monarch. So I think now that I have this, I'm not attacking anymore. I will still ping my opponent's face if I'm given the chance. But if they play a Chrysalis, I would rather be able to kill it. Just a Lambus. Okay. Opponent goes bottom. Another Duress. Yeah, sure. You can take my You Are Already Dead. Ping you. I also think my opponent might want to start playing a tiny bit faster here. Because if we go to a game 3, that can go pretty long. Did they ping one on my... Yeah, they pinged one on me. That's cool. Untap. Land. That is quite possibly one of the worst draws. I am just going to attack here. So my opponent knows what is coming. And unfortunately, we missed on the thing now. Is this going to be a Chrysalis turn? Gixian Infiltrator. Okay. Sure. No! Come on! No artifacts, no nothing. So I pinged the Gixian Infiltrator. That doesn't do anything, so I guess... no, I should still cast this, right? Yeah. Like, just cast it on myself to cycle it. Cast it on my opponent. I think I'll cast it on their forest. Do you have another one? They probably do, yes. Okay, at least we found a land drop. So we know that next turn, we are a go for Gary. Oh, I should have answered there. 100% should have pinged the Gixen Infiltrator to force the Nile Spellbomb to pop, because now I can't do that anymore. Unfortunate. Okay. I don't want to see removal. Yes, exactly like that. One card in hand. Yeah, now my Garys are very weak. What is this? Oh, just Crack-a-Lambas in the middle of the thing. Sure. We drew another land. Yeah, I guess. I guess I'll leave the blue open. Here's my Gary. Okay. So Nile Spellbomb gets cracked. This is not looking great because my opponent can hit me for 5. There's not much I can do about it. Gixen Infiltrator unfortunately doesn't die to my removal suite. Oh, we are not attacking. Interesting. Do you have a removal spell? No, because if you had a removal spell, you would have just killed my thing and attacked me. Okay, so I guess this is where we are now. This is our life. Good old-fashioned stalemate. Yes, you may take one of my unplayable cards. Still nothing. Okay, I'll take that. Yeah, play it like this. There's nothing super interesting in my opponent's deck, but at least this is a redraw. 3 mana? Pulse? Pulse on a land. Yeah, that's pretty good. Witches. Okay, play that. The Quombage Witches is eventually going to be decent, but not right now. And eventually my opponent's gonna start hitting their string of like Ike or Wellsprings into draw spells, into a bunch of stuff. Go for the throat. Yeah, rough. So we are swinging. I guess I'm just taking the 7 here. Land is definitely not what I wanted to see. I guess I am attacking, but this is rough. The 5/4 that I can't really kill. I guess this is a thing that I hadn't really considered. Let's just shoot this right now. If they have a bargain, at least they can't bargain now. I mean, if they don't have a bargain, rather. I'm not going to play the Drawsforge Bridge. I don't need extra mana in play. I can already cast everything that I draw. Sure. You can have my other Snuff out. Do I have only 2? No, I brought the 3rd one in. Okay. No. Wait, what is happening? Oh, did you draw the Chrysalis now? Okay, no, we're still just cycling the landscapes. I need to draw a You Are Already Dead very badly. Or a Monarch. I'll take a Monarch too. Thorn would be great. It's yet more mana. All right, I suppose. Pass the turn. I guess I'll play the one that they know about. Now comes the Chrysalis, and now I don't have Snuff Outs anymore to kill it. Oh, boy. That Gixen Infiltrator is enormous. Yeah. Dang, Gixen Infiltrator putting in work. Do you actually have something to do with the mana? Oh, you found an offering too? Yeah, that was bound to happen at some point. I think we just bottomed out, unfortunately. Gixen Infiltrator, like, compare this with the cards that we are playing. This is a 2 mana that has grown to a 9/8, a 10/9. Yeah, like the Jund deck is so much more optimized that it's crazy. Our cards are not up there in power level at all. I need to draw something real crazy here. That is not bad, but that's not gonna be good right now. Oh, it is bad because they haven't. Yeah, we are dead. I guess we're not technically dead, right? I can crack the blood fountain, crack the blood token, but this is not looking good. I can't cast the Troll of Khazad-dûm now, meaning that I'm just on chump block duty, and by that point, the game is over. Well, got crushed by Jund. Unfortunate. We are 0-2-0-4. Yeah, so problem was we were not fast enough to stop Raleigh, and we were the smaller mid-range deck against Jund. So I don't love that. Okay, let's go to round number 3 and see if we can recoup some of the losses. Okay, here in round number 3, on the draw against Canavajo. That's a cool avatar. I've never seen the Kaito one before. Okay, what do we have? This hand is pretty interesting. I am gonna keep it. Oh, is it another super fast aggressive red deck? Ooh, yeah. The Geothermal Bog means that my Snuff Out is online. Sure. Maybe I could have played like a few. Oh, just bolt your face immediately. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Tomb Raider. Is there follow-up? No. All right. So let's go Forked Bolt on the Burning Tree. Get that out of there. And probably play the Drawsforge Bridge here. If they have an artifact, I need to actually consider if this snuff out is gonna get cast or not. Do you have a land? You do. Are you still casting the synth even though it's no card advantage? Oh, you're just casting the bushwhacker for one. Yes, okay. That seems fine by me. Would really like to draw an untapped land here. Does that do it? No, right? No, I mean, like, I can obviously just cast the Chittering Rats. Is that better? Chittering Rats is a blocker. Opponent has 2 cards in hand. Yeah, I think it is better. So I get to go Rats, kind of fumble my opponent a little bit, and then we'll see what they have. Because they are likely going to cast the Synthesizer and then try to hit their next play. Essentially, they need to have, like, payoff plus removal in their 3 cards. They found a Raleigh. That is not bad. Yes, they are just casting it. Sure. Are we getting in? Just with the Tomb Raider. Ooh. So my Chittering Rat hasn't died. I think this is a snuff out moment. Even though snuff out is obviously like, it hurts a lot. I think that is great. So I have 2. Black refurb. Take one of your cards. Yeah. Black refurb. Take your last one. Nice. Okay. So now opponent has no board, has no cards in hand. That does mean that my Chittering Rats is worse because it's unlikely my opponent's going to have cards stuck in their hand. They top deck a Synthesizer. That is good because it is a redraw. Land. Okay. I can't imagine we are attacking, right? We are. Fascinating. So, yeah, no, that actually does make sense. Yeah, I am just going to go down to 10 life here because I need my clock online too. Also, my forked boat can clear this. Boat. Bam. Let's just get in there. Oh, no. I tapped the wrong land. I don't have double black here. I needed to tap this one. Yikes. That is real bad, though. Yeah, now I don't have a blocker if they find something like a Tomb Raider. Okay, it's just a land. That's not the worst. Oh, please play the land from exile. Have another land in hand. Please be another land. Please be another land. Let's just swing. Okay, they are blocking. They are not blocking. Okay, black, whatever. Play Rats. Is your card castable? It is castable. So it is a Galv Blast going after the thing. Yeah, it is just 2 damage, so I guess that makes sense. Yeah, but this is really bad because now I don't have lethal anymore and I am going to take 2 damage here. If I had played the Chittering Rats the turn before, I guess it would have gotten killed either way and I wouldn't have even attempted to get a card out of it. Crack the Synth. Yep. Lightning Bolt. Scary. Lightning Bolt, one of the flyers, maybe? The Samurai tokens hurt a lot. Lightning Bolt face. Straight up. We are drawing real bad here. I needed anything. Can you imagine? Like, a Gary would close out the game. Even any removal spell, anything. I think I just go for it. I just go for the kill. For now, for next turn, and so be it. If opponent draws a bolt, I die. Bushwhacker, I die. Galvanic Blast, I don't die. Reckless Impulse, Bushwhacker, we are dead. Oh, it's even Burning Tree into Bushwhacker. That was really close, by the way. We misplayed, which obviously wasn't great, but I think that was just overall very close. Snuff outs can get lost. Cast into the Fire comes in. I'm at 62. Probably the Shadow Guild Mages. They're not going to be great in this matchup. I'll keep 1. Already dead. Why can't I play against elves? I want to see how the deck does against elves. Okay, let's try that again. Slow hand, no play turn 1 or turn 2. This is going to be a mulligan. Jesus Christ. I don't think I can keep hands like these. Yeah, I mean, on a 5, what am I going to do? But this is obviously bad. Too many tap lands. So Thorn goes. Probably Gary goes as well. Play the Draws Forge Bridge and pass. Really wanted to find an untapped land here to go along with everything else. Volder and Epicure. Okay, the Refurbished Familiar is not a bad draw. Let's go Silver Bluff Bridge pass. The Troll of Khazad-dûm can get us another swamp. And then we'll see what maybe we can do. Okay, seems like we're just taking 1. Please don't have a cast into the fire or something. Second main phase Burning Tree Emissary. Okay. Into Reckless Impulse, sure. There is a cast into the fire coming. Oh no. Cycle, I guess. Okay, the toxin analysis is not bad. I really don't wanted to put a blocker down, but I might just need to do this. And I am gonna grab yet another black. Okay, Gary. Cast into the fire on the blue land. That is, I mean, that is annoying, but it's not the end of the world. Play the land, still 4 cards in hand. Percussionist. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Pass the turn. Nice. Land drop is good. I'm just gonna play Kosmab Witches because it actually factually blocks. Please no lightning bolt. What are we discarding? Just another land. Sure. Okay, yet another land. Okay, that... Okay, no, I was gonna say it turns on Galvanic Blast. That is not true. My opponent does not have 3 artifacts because they sacrificed the previous blood token. Yikes. Okay. 5. This is 9 points of damage. I don't love it, but I don't think there's much I can do about it. I think this is just a block something, take 9 situation. Hope my opponent doesn't have Fire Blast as their last card. Okay, it doesn't seem like it. So I get to snag whatever their last card is. What was it? It was just a land. Okay. Okay, so let's pass the turn here. Toxin analysis could be the clue that we're missing. Also, I never done this on MTGO. I don't know how it's supposed to work. I am going to try and... Jesus Christ. Am I dead? Block, kill another one. I think I'm dropping down to 1 life. They just top decked that. Okay. All right. So we're going to have to take it slow here. So go to blocks. Block. Doesn't really matter, does it? I don't think it does. Because I'm just going to ping this. And then I take 4, but I'll be at 5. Okay, those are my blocks. Now we need to hold priority. Target burning tree. My opponent has targeted... They targeted their epicure? Ooh. Does that... No, I think it doesn't make a difference. Okay, toxin analysis. I did pay 1. Okay, so I'm gonna gain 2 life here, correct? Yes, and then I take 4 down to 2. Okay, this is the craziest game, man. Gary, go back up to 6. Can't really attack. Come on, man. Come on. Wait, that's actually not even good, right? Yeah, that's not great. I'm not gonna take any. I'm gonna take 1 point of damage here. Oh no, I guess that kills my Kosmab Witches. Yeah, so be it. So block, or not. I can just take 2. Falling down to 4 is a scary prospect, though. Yeah, I think I just block like this. Yeah, I think that's better than losing my witches. Okay, Refurbished Familiar is just a 1-mana redraw. I'll do that first. Forked Bolt. I can probably hold that back. Let's go Cleansing Wildfire. I'll just go get another black source because the blue makes absolutely no difference right now. Another Cleansing Wildfire. I do probably just want to cast that immediately. Yes, I'll go get the blue now just to spook my opponent out. Fiery Cannonade. Okay, so I guess I'm just swinging for 2 here in case the last Bushwhacker shows up. The worst possible draw here for me would be a Synthesizer. Or that, actually. Yeah, that is really scary. Ooh, no mana to do both right now. That is good. Yes. Are we getting in? We are getting in. Yes. So I am blocking here. You may have your redraw off of the Clockwork Percussionist. Another Reckless Impulse. Also scary. Let's crack the token. Bojuka Bog doesn't do anything. Yeah, let's just play it anyway. Bojuka U. So I got the rally covered. I don't have another thing. Another whatever. I'm just getting in there, I think. I need to try and close out the game. I don't think I have time to just be slowly packing for 2. I desperately need to find a Gary. Okay, there's the Reckless. That finds another Reckless and a land. But if you play, yeah, you just hold that one for the next turn, right? Epicure down to 3 life. Okay. Sure, there's the Raleigh. I have the Cannonade for that. But I am down to 3 life. Refurb. I need to pay an extra. Oh, sure. Redraw. Cleansing Wildfire. Okay. Redraw. Yes, I do wish to use the ability. Grab another basic. Chittering Rats is not great. I think I just swing for 3, right? Ooh, that's a very scary prospect, though. Opponent goes down to 8. And then next turn, I have them dead. Alternatively, I put them down to 9. 4, 6, 8, 9. I think I just attack. Rats, just as a blocker. Please don't kill me. Yep. Tomb Raider plus Synthesizer. Okay, the Tomb Raider is gonna get blocked. Please no. Okay, Burning Tree is just an extra body. It does change the game, but it's not the end of the game. Oh, but opponent also does have a card in hand that I don't know about. Sure, Burning Tree comes down. Bushwhacker comes, Tomb Raider comes down. Are you gonna crack the blood? You just wasted a mana? Okay, well, wait. Let's think about this, right? If I go down to 1, I can no longer activate the witches. And I only have 7 points of damage here. So for me to kill my opponent, I would need to draw a Forked Bolt or a Gary. I think I'm just blocking. We just drew a Chittering Rats. That's pretty good. So you just put your card back? Yeah, okay. So let's kill this. I guess I could have attacked. No, it wouldn't have been lethal anyway. And now I guess I hold back 2 blockers because it doesn't much matter. Please no bolt. Please no bolt. Synthesizer. Galvanic Blast is 2 points of damage. Is your other card also a Galvanic Blast? That would make sense though. It's a Percussionist. Okay. Galvanic Blast face. So we are down to 1 life. Can't Quombage Witches anymore. Okay. Draw. No, come on. Am I gonna draw this game? Is that what's gonna happen? No, because I can't ping first. I need to attack, but then my opponent blocks. And they go down to 2. But then they have 2 more draws. Oh, I hate it. So if I swing out, they need to block the rats. And then they fall down to 1. But then I die to basically anything. So I probably should leave a blocker back. Yeah, let's just swing like this. Because 2 of them need to be blocked anyway. Can't believe I'm gonna be like that close off. Please no. Land. Cast into the... Okay, Cast into the Fire doesn't do anything. Guess I'll play the land. Cast into the Fire does not contribute. Yeah. Last card, last draw. Oh my god, that was a great game. I don't think it gets closer than that. Holy, that was insane. Woo! Okay, well, now we need to do it again on the draw, which I don't love, but okay. I'm almost wondering if Shadow Guildmage should be in instead of the You Are Already Dead. Whew, that was a crazy game. Holy moly. Okay, this hand is pretty good. Yeah, pretty good. I can decide if I want to Quombage on 2, if I want to just Forked Bolt. Unfortunately, if opponent goes Great Furnace into thing, it sucks. But it is what it is. Okay, Epicure is good, but it's a little slower. Let's just go Dross Forge, Bridge. Please no Cast into the Fire turn 2. Please. Tomb Raider. That hurts. Clockwork Percussionist. That also hurts. So it's turn 2 and I'm taking 4 damage already. Not a fan. Would I rather play Witches? Would I rather just Forked Bolt? Honestly, I do think it's just Forked Bolt, but I am actually going to kill these 2 to try and minimize Goblin Bushwhacker. Okay, they found a land. That is obviously good, but it's not the end of the world. Ooh, there is a Cast into the Fire. Tough. Okay, there's no other play. Ooh, sure. Yeah. Let's just kill this now. And I get to play another bridge. Synthesizer. Finding another one. That is a lot of late game, but it's not much damage right now. Oh, that was pretty good. Okay, so they have a lot of card advantage coming. Galv Blast plus Synthesizer. Well, I am gonna go for my board control, and I'm gonna snag my opponent's last 2 cards. What you got? Another Synthesizer. Wow, so they had all 4? That's kind of crazy. And a Bushwhacker. Yes, okay. So we are at 13. My opponent has a ton of card advantage, but they don't have any permanent damage on the board right now. Hate Raleigh. I think this is just a trade. The Galvanic Blast goes face, down to 9. No cards in hand. I am just gonna slam a Thorn here and hope that it is good enough. Fiery Cannonade is alright. Another land. That's fine. That's what I want to see. Epicure from hand. Okay, makes sense. Another land drop is not bad. Let's play that. And my opponent doesn't have anything going on, so let's Quombage Witches. Oh, no, 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 no. I don't have... I messed that up. Ooh, I messed that up so hard. I thought I had 5 mana, but my land drop was tapped. Ooh, that is so bad. Yeah, I was supposed to just hold up Fiery Cannonade. That might cost me the game here. Oof. Yeah, that's a really big mistake. Now, any sort of removal, any sort of haste threat. Cast into the Fire is not quite it, but it can't force, like, my Thorn or my Quombage Witches to die. Discarding another land drop. Burning Tree into the Cast into the Fire. Shouldn't you have cast that second main, probably? Because then you could decide... Oh, they're just going to deal a damage anyway. Okay. Oh, so it's just this one? They're both 1/3s. I think the Thorn goes because Witches gives me better board control. Okay. So I do have 5 mana this turn. Let's go Witches. Bajuka Bog. I got to hold up Fiery Cannonade this turn. Pretty crazy that it didn't completely blow up in my face. I need to find the Garys now. That's all that I want. Opponent finds a Reckless Impulse. That is pretty good. It's a lot of card advantage. Casts it. Burning Tree and another Reckless Impulse. Okay, so those don't do anything right now. I know they do because their last card was a land. Okay, so this is just going to be Fiery Cannonade, wipe your board. You can play a Reckless Impulse or a Burning... Oh, you can actually play both. Yeah, that makes sense. They found a Lightning Bolt and another Cast into the Fire. Okay. Again, no cards in hand for our opponent. Let's just go Chittering Rats to have the extra blockers. Oh, no, I don't know if I was supposed to have done that considering what I have. So I'm trying to decide if I shoot this down now or not. I think I just pass and then I can decide. Okay, I might just play that next turn to try and get the game over with. Good news is that my opponent has no more synthesizers in the deck. We have waded through all 4 of them. Bad news is that there is quite a bit of burn still left. So it's cast into the fire on one of my lands. Sure thing, I'm not super concerned about that. So card from hand is a Burning Tree. I know you have a Lightning Bolt. Is the Lightning Bolt going face? Yes. Okay, that's fine. We are just passing. What do I do with that, huh? I do need to play fast too. I think this is just a passing of the turn. Okay, let's start here. Cleansing Wildfire the land. Yes, I will grab a mountain because I am running a little low. Nice. So I just need to survive until next turn. That's all that I need here. Okay, I'm gonna swing with the Chittering Rats. I am not gonna swing with the Chittering Rats, actually. Yes, let's just pass the turn. Take a redraw. Okay, so I just can't die right now. Okay, land goes away. Another land. Nice, so we should be good. Opponent doesn't attack. That is obviously insane for us. Take a draw. Gary to the rescue. Let's gain some 8 points of life. Yeah! Yes, Gary! Let's go, Gary! Oof. Wow, okay. That was a tough fight, but much better without having to worry about the thermal alchemists. Ugh. That was crazy. Dang. All right, I'll see you guys for round number 4. All right, welcome to round number 4. On the draw against Dead Moonatis. Dead Moonatis. I'm going to keep this hand. I have a bridge into Wildfire, double Wildfire. Yeah, let's see what we're up against. Ooh, okay. Some flavor of blue-black. Hopefully it's fairies and not terror, because if it is terror, it's going to be a little awkward. Augur of Bolas. Honestly, could still be either. Lorien Revealed. Okay. Well, I am just going to go for the Cleansing Wildfire while I can. Yes, I wish to use the ability. What am I grabbing? Just another black, right? Yeah. Breath Weapon. Okay, not bad. So, Ninja of the Deep Hours would not be great, but it's okay. This is likely to be Blue-Black Fae, right? I don't think Blue-Black Terror has the slots to play Augur of Bolas. You just want to turbo out your dudes. Your big dudes. Also, one of the good things is that Snuff Out is not going to be good against us. We don't have any red creatures in the deck. Opponent seems to be deep in the tank about something. Okay, another Augur of Bolus. That is a little awkward. I think I'm just going to take the chance to kill both of these right now. Breath Weapon, Forked Boat, Bocha. Okay, so at least the board is clear now. What did they find off of the other Augur? Oh, they didn't? Okay, that's cool. So Augur of Bolus just missed. Wait, that's not true. Yeah, it is, because they just went Lorien Island. Yeah. Okay, so again, judging that this is likely blue-black Fae, I think I'm good doing that. I just want to take those out of play. Ooh, and this is not great against Stutter, so I guess I'm just gonna go for this. If I had like a Witch active or a Snuff Out, I'd be fine. More mana. Okay, I guess I could have done this in a better way where I could have played a tap land this turn. Yeah, the Monarch is super scary. I imagine there's gonna be a cast down. Bam. Or are you just gonna crack the Seething Landscape to clear your Brainstorm? What's it gonna be? I have so much mana. Okay, it's just crack the landscape. Sure, we're just gonna pass. Seems like we are just going to pass the turn. Okay. Guess we're gonna play some draw go then. I am not gonna do that though. I am gonna cast the Chittering Rats and then we'll see what's up. If this resolves, great. If this gets hit with a counterspell, that's fine too. Counterspell. Yep. Now, I would like to just play land, play Monarch, but like, I can do that now, right? Yeah. Now I can. I mean, if they have a second counterspell, it is pretty bad. And it is nice. Very nice. The reason that this is good is because if my opponent has a cast down, sure, they can kill it, but then they can't immediately take the Monarchy by playing a Stutter. If they just play a Stutter, I can just ping it and then it dies. And Snuff Out does not care about, or rather, my creatures do not care about Snuff Out. Another Brainstorm. The last one was cleared, so these are 3 fresh cards. Fairy Seer. Interesting. Are you really just offering that up for the witches? And it's just bottom. Okay. Well, I am going to try to do this. Ping you. What is the deal here? You're going to ping me back. Now you cast down? No? Well, okay. Let's try to cleanse in Wildfire. Oh, yep. I got some more basics. Let's grab the blue one. Try scare them. Ooh, hoo, hoo. Delicious. Yes. I really want to play the Bojuka Bog. Am I just casting this for full price? I guess I am. Yes. Oh no, I have one. Never mind. So I don't have to pay full price. Okay, 3 mana. Sure. Let's go refurb. Just gonna resolve. That's fine. Another Fairy Seer is gonna get chucked. Swing for 1. Play Bojuka Bog. Exile all of your things in case there's like a Gurmag Angler or something that could come down and be annoying. Take another redraw. Okay, that is also very good. Yeah, I think my opponent's just gonna get buried. Yes. Augur resolves. Finds a cast down. Okay. That works. Breath Weapon. That doesn't do a lot. Let's go to attacks. Am I swinging out? Out, I mean, with this as well. I don't think so. I think just leaving a blocker back for the Augur feels pretty safe. One's just going to take their 2. Yes. Play this over Bluff Bridge. Now, Stutter does get a little weird here. They are just going to cast down the Witch. Okay. Chittering Rats is obviously pretty good. Is there another cast down for the Thorn? No attacks? No attacks. Okay. I can definitely play this game. I'm the Monarch. I think I'm pretty favored in that situation. Swing. But I'm going to take 2 more. Play a rat. This card is so annoying. It's crazy. Okay. Let's play the Shadow Guild Mage. If this works, it's going to be very annoying for my opponent because I'm just going to be like casting a Chittering Rat every turn of the game, but I am still going to be ahead because I can have the draw of the Monarch. Opponent's just reading what the card does. Okay, there's the Spell Stutter that we sort of expected. So this is a little unfortunate. I'm trying to decide if I want to have the Shadow Guild Mage. It's rough, right? I think I just let this happen. Oh, I guess I could have taken played an extra land here. I don't think it's gonna matter. but it definitely could have been a thing. Okay. It is very likely for me to lose the monarchy here, but I don't think that is a huge problem. I have more than one way of getting it back. Oh, there is going to be a ninja involved. Oh, Mukotai. All right. I don't care about Mukotai that much. Sure. You may monarch. Now it is your turn. Sure. Your turn to be the princess. Refurbished is obviously great. Let's play this bridge that I forgot to play last turn. Refurb. Counterspell. Okay. So in that case, how do I want to play this? I know one of their cards is a stutter, which only counters 1-drops. Swing like this. See if they want to play the stutter as a blocker. I don't want to attack with the chittering rats too. Yeah. Cool. So now we're going to trade here. I have Monarch number 2 in hand to take it back. Opponent doesn't have anything, and I feel pretty comfortable. Nice. Troll of Khazad-dûm is going to close out the game. Lorien, that's a good draw. No attacks incoming. I guess I can get in for like 1 point of damage here. If opponent wants to double block, that's fine. I'll trade with the Augur. Just trade with the Mukotai. Oh, yeah. I don't know why I said double block. What is this? 4, 5, 6. Troll. No counter spell in hand. That is great. Another Chittering Rats is pretty good. Another Lorien? Hardcast Ninja. Ooh, you have a Thorn. All right. Yep. So game on. We are still doing this. Okay. Bojuka Bog is fairly annoying, though. It does mean that Blood Fountains are not going to do their thing. Okay, another Troll is obviously great. Swing out. I guess I could have attacked with a Thorn as well. I think that's fine. If opponent has another stutter here, I will Breath Weapon, even if I lose my own Chittering Rats. Okay, Monarchy back on our court. Troll number 2. Wait, did I miss pay? Am I missing 1 mana? Sure. Here's an extra mana. This is game 1, by the way, and my opponent is 4 minutes behind us. They definitely want to pick up the pace here. Chittering Rats as well. There is definitely some, how can I put this? Like, non-bow. It's not non, like, there's some counter synergy here, I feel like. Ooh, they do have a stutter. Okay. Okay. Fairy Seer as well, sure. 1 top. All right. That's GG's. My opponent's not going to take the Monarchy here. I'm just going to Breath Weapon, even if I lose my rats. Swing. Hey, do you guys know what time it is? You guys know what time it is? Bust out them Garys. Taste it. Whack. Dead. Absolutely dead. So, Red Blasts are definitely coming in. Snuff Out comes in. I don't think I won the Nile Spell Bomb. You are already dead. It's actually not the worst, right? Breath Weapon, I think I can get rid of it because I'll be trading 1 for 1 much more. And then I probably also get rid of the Garys because even though they are great, I don't really need reach that much. Yeah, I think I'm good with the, maybe actually the toxin analysis is not great, so I can keep a Gary in. I probably want a Gary more than I want an Nile Spell Bomb. Yeah, I think that's fine. I think the You Are Already Dead, even though it is kind of awkward, it can actually be pretty good at fighting Augur of Bolas and things of that nature. Oh, maybe I want to Cast Into the Fires, actually, right? Yeah. Yeah, I think Cast Into the Fire is that. No! No! I think, yeah, there wasn't enough time. That's fine. Yes. Hand is a banger. Okay. I don't have to worry about turn 2 nonsense. So let's just go Mist Vault Bridge. Whew! This hand is pretty good. Even drew a Refurb for good measure. Okay. Nothing coming down. I will attempt to cast a Wildfire. Let's see if it resolves. It does. Cool. I am going to just fetch a Swamp immediately, so I have that open. If my opponent goes end of turn stutter, no end of turn stutter. Okie dokie. Man, going turn 2 Wildfire into turn 3 Wildfire is just so good. So try again. Okay. It's just working. I'll grab a red one this time. Chittering Rats. Yeah. Let's just try to play the Quambage Witches and see what's up. Okay. I think I can wait to snuff out my opponent's Augur. I don't remember if they saw snuff out in game 1. I don't think so. Another Augur. Okay. Missed. Nice. Okay. So let's... Ooh, another one. I have 6 mana. Yeah, I can't do all of it. I think I am gonna deploy my dudes right now. So let's start off with Chittering Rats. Now let's play a land, other color, play the refurb. No. Okay, that is pretty good. A no is a pretty good card against... Wait, is it even a good card against me? I mean, yeah, I guess it is a good card because it tags the refurbished familiars. Opponent doesn't seem very interested in attacking. Although, it could be a problem if they have something like... Problem, right? It could be annoying if they had a Suffocating Fumes, but it doesn't seem like they do. Ooh, I could just cast that immediately, but I think I can wait a tiny bit. Wildfire is such a bonkers card when it gets going. Jeez. Yeah, sure, I'll just grab another black one and draw another land. Sure. I could kill these and just start getting in. I think I would prefer to waste my opponent's resources a little bit, stick a troll maybe. Yes, that is fine. So I imagine we're gonna try to do some... Oh, we're not. Okay. Yes, let's start here. Is there another no? Seems like there is. Counterspell. Okay, counterspell is fine. I guess I'll play the land. Troll. Okay, troll's in play. Obviously, troll gets hit by cast down, but our opponent has already used one. It also gets hit by... What's it called? Something interrogation. I think that's what my opponent is casting right now. I never remember the name of the card. The collective. Yeah, extract a confession. That's it. Okay, that's obviously unfortunate, but okay. So we are on a battle of top decks right now. I'll hold the Forked Bolt. And until my opponent makes a move with the Augur of Bolas, I don't think I'm interested. Yeah, like that. So I am gonna need a little bit of help here. I don't mind that at all, but I can't take care of everything that is going on. I need something else. That is good, but maybe not good immediately. I'll have to wait until next turn, which obviously means that my opponent gets an extra card. A third Augur of Bolas. Okay. Wish I had drawn my blasts here. Ooh, they find a Dispel. That is good. So I need to find my Thorn pretty badly now. That is not my Thorn. Okay. What happens if I do this? Ping your Thorn. Where does your damage go? On here? Okay. Forked Bolt the Thorn. Just works. Okay. Now I guess I play land and pass. I had to do that like that because of Forked Bolt being a sorcery. My opponent's just drawing so many cards here. Still no attacks. Okay. Blood Fountain. That one is very good. Let's play that one. I got two refurbs that I can get back if this resolves. There's also a world where maybe we fight over this and I get to swing in. Straight up counterspell. Okay. So they do not have access to Dispel currently, but they do have access to a cast down. I think I just tried to make something happen here. Snuff out your Augur. No, let's leave the red-black one. Yeah. Snuff out your Augur. Swing. Okay. So can I now pretty please top deck? Okay. I'm not going to complain about that one. That one is actually decent. My opponent gets to attack with the Augur now. Obviously, if they have a ninja, it's real bad. Oh, you're just going to replay it? Okay. But I got one of those too now. Ooh. More than one, actually. Monarch battles. Mine. No. Mine. No. Mine. Yep. Okay. That's decent. I know my opponent has a Dispel in hand. Let's all remember that. And I have a Quombage Witches in play, which is all sorts of annoying for my opponent. We're coming in. Sure. How about we trade here, and then I just block like this. What happens? I want my opponent to show me what they have. If it is Suffocating Fumes or whatever. What? Okay. Is it Arms of Hadar, maybe? Yeah, Arms of Hadar makes sense. Yes. Okay. I mean, that is good, but it's not the end of the world. Very serious. Okay. Man, what a match. Also, my opponent's almost 5 minutes behind me on clock. What do they do with their thing? Top. Scary. Okay. Forked Bolt here and here. Forked Bolt being a sorcery. Dodges Dispel. Ah, come on. Okay. Opponent gets a Hydro. I get to refurbish Familiar at least. Put up a blocker. And take one of my opponent's cards. Maybe I should have done it the other. No, because then my opponent could have had a no. I don't actually know which one I would prefer here. Okay, they just got rid of another Fairy Seer. I'll just hold the Thorn in hand, obviously. Man, I swear I have Red Blasts in the deck. Would be nice to draw one of them sometime. Lorien. Yes, sir. You want untapped land into removal spell? Doesn't seem like we have it. And no attacks. Sure. I am surely drawing lands. Certainly doing a good job at that. Come on, deck. 5, 9, 11. Another Lorien. Yeah, that's pretty good. There's an island. Is that a removal? Yeah, opponent got it. Okay, so now they get to attack and take the monarchy. But I have the other monarch in hand that they don't know about. And they are fully tapped. So if I draw a removal spell, it is obviously great. Okay, so that does mean that they get to retake the monarchy. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is exactly what I want. Play the big boy. Let's Bojuka Bog you. Don't know if it matters, but it could. I'm actually not gonna F6, because if I draw a Red Blast, I just... Yeah, finally! My time has come. Hitcha? Okay. Obviously, my opponent can have the Thorn, and all of that good stuff can happen here, but I feel pretty good right now. How many cast downs has my opponent cast? Just 2. 2 cast downs, 1 extract a confession. Okay. But this, when you count out the snuff outs, this deck doesn't actually have that many removal spells. It's just the cast downs and those, whatever they're called. Okay, that's not bad. Let's get in for 7. No point in holding the Thorn back. There's not going to be any sort of whatever. Ooh, we do have a cast down. Okay. Now, if my opponent has a stutter, this is really annoying, but I guess I'm casting it anyway. Yeah. Meh. But they were probably gonna do that regardless, right? Yeah, this is when things can start to slip. Yeah, more mana. Okay. Opponent just in brainstorming like there's no tomorrow, but they're not actually seeing that many many new cards, I should say. Ooh, that's a good one. Yeah, Murmuring Mystic is a tough one to beat. All right. Yep. You get to become the Monarch. There's a lot of back and forth going on here. I'm going to attack first in case my opponent's hand is nothing but counter spells. Oh, okay. That is fine. Refurb. I imagine there's some counter spell coming here. Yep. Like, I'm not gonna play it because I need to cast my cards. Sure. I don't think there's any point in me playing anything here. Ugh. Okay, how many lands is that? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15. So I have 5 lands left in the deck? 6, because I'm at 21. Okay. 6 lands left in the deck. 6 in 24. Okay. Yeah, that is good, but like, I think this game might be out of my control now. It is very possible for my opponent to just have... Yeah, I think they just have all the other stutters there. Now the question becomes, am I dying before... Oh, we're just attacking with a stutter? Okay. Yeah, that is really good. And that actually substantially changes the clock too. Because my opponent's clock was very slow. Now it's not slow at all. Okay. I almost certainly... Not I, like, almost certainly my opponent has multiple stutters in the deck, but I am going to try to mess with them as much as possible. So that resolves. Now if I try to do this, do you have yet another stutter? Counter spell, straight up. Okay, play land, just extremely flooded here. Yep, I think this one is not gonna go to us. We just drew a few too many lands, I guess. Opponent does have 12 lands in play too, but they have cantrips. You know what? I think I block that because I could top deck a Blood Fountain. That's not a Blood Fountain, but okay. I am going to attempt to kill that Murmuring Mystic though in combat. Cast it. Oh, there's the Dispel that I knew about. Yeah. Forgot about that one. Okay. Well, we are going to have a game 3 to play here. Ooh, Ninja is really good. Yeah, in that aspect, I do think actually the Bojuka Bog matters quite a bit. Yeah, exactly for reasons like this. Like, yeah, I know my opponent. Yeah, they have the stutter. It's fine. Yeah. Oh, they even have a no. Yeah, whatever. Game's over now. So the Bojuka Bogs do matter at the end of the day. I do think the Cast into the Fire gets to come back in place of You Are Already Dead. This card would not have been good. I'll just bring in all the Cast into the Fires, I guess. Oh, no, not Gary. I'll leave 1 in place of 1 Cast into the Fire. Okay, let's try to be quick. Okay. Again, this hand is really weird, but this is a game that is gonna go long. And 5 bridges is funny. Okay. This is a game that is gonna go long. And if my opponent, for some reason, opens up on a fairy, I do want to be able to deny them the ability to just go turn 2 ninja. Ooh, okay. I'll play the... no, that was a mistake. I was supposed to play the bridge here. Because, oh, no. I still have double black. Never mind. Everything is fine. Yeah, that resolves. I guess I was maybe supposed to play the bridge, or the bluff bridge, because I don't know what I'm saying. Oh, I guess I could have tried to shoot it. I don't know if that would have been better. I'm just gonna try to cleanse in wildfire. Yeah, I was definitely supposed to do the red blast thing on my opponent's end step there. Played a little too fast and loose, I guess. Is there a ninja coming? There certainly is. Okay, that is annoying. Land drop? No land drop. Bad for my opponent, good for me, obviously. Also, finding the cleansing wildfire is great. I'll grab another black. I have infinite of the other colors. Ooh, yes. So now that means I get to just kill this and hold up red blast. Delicious. This is looking very nice. Plus, my opponent's clock is extremely low. Yes, Fairy Seer is fine. You may have that one. Top, bottom. Yes. Relic. I don't use the graveyard that much. Okay. Sure. Guess I'll leave this one open. One has a single mana up. Ooh. Yes. Witches. Bridge. Am I just playing the Chittering Rats here? Probably. Oh, not like that. I'm not. Oh, black. Black. Yep. Okay. You get to go a card deeper. So my opponent's problem here, obviously, is that they can't crack the Seething Landscape this turn. So unless they have an untapped swamp in hand, removal is off the table for them. And they really want to kill my Kosmab Witches while they can. Now, they could also have a ninja, meaning that the Fairy Seer gets out of play and it's no longer in danger of just being pinged and dying. Doesn't seem like that's what they have. We're just passing the turn. Ooh, okay. Get in for 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Play Thorn. Nah, I have a thing for that. Counter target blue spell. My opponent's last land doesn't do a whole lot. And not only am I the monarch, I also kill your fairy. Yep. Ooh, disgusting. Yeah, this one feels like even if my opponent had time, I think we might be taking this one down. Blood Fountain 2, that is obviously great. Swing for 3. Cast down on the witch. Okay, that resolves, but now you don't get to go... I mean, you can have a no, right? Do I want to fight over this? I feel like I do, because Kosmab Witches is a messed up card enough that I think it by itself can just completely take over the game if my opponent can't remove it. Okay, they have their own Thorn. That definitely matters. I'm just gonna crack this immediately. I just want the Kosmab Witches. Great. I'm just gonna swing. I don't want to double forked bolt my opponent's Thorn. That's fine. I take the Monarchy back. Now I get to forked bolt here and point towards your face. I also get to play the Kosmab Witches and still be the Monarch. Murmuring Mystic. I would prefer if you didn't. Let's see if opponent has an answer to protect it. They do not. So let's crack the blood, cycle this swamp away. Bajuka Bog, okay. Another blood fountain, sure. Swing. Do you have an no in hand? Is that what is going on? Doesn't seem like it. I'm just gonna crack this. I don't think the Bajuka Bog helps. I don't think the island helps either, to be honest. Okay, pass the turn. Nice. Cast down on the witch. Sure. Okay. Crack the blood fountain. Do you have like some sort of instant speed way to... Okay, they don't. All right. Swing for 1. Black, black, witch. Oh, guess I made a mistake there. So black, black, witch. Black, black, something, rats. Sure. Why did you do this now? Oh, because it was your last card in hand. That makes sense. Yeah, so unfortunately I have a thing to kill you. Play a land. Pass the turn. Cast down the Kosmab Witches again. Yep. Swing. Take 3. Play Refurbished. Take a redraw, play Kwambaji, play Shadow Guildmage, Cleansing Wildfire, grab yet another land, take a redraw, it's another Thorn, that's pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is this the Collect Evidence spell? Yeah, got him. All right, well, that was a pretty good game, not gonna lie. 2-1 against Blue-Black Faye, I felt like we were very favored there. Quombage Witches is a messed up card in this matchup. Dang. All right, let's go to the last one. I'm actually going to take a little bit of a break to have lunch, and I'll be back to finish the league. All right, last round. Let's go. We are on the draw against Ale Vale 9722. So this is a hand, isn't it? I think I'm going to keep it and hope that I get some lands off the top. I do have the first two, but it is slow. Okay, Contaminated Aquifer means that we might have a little bit of time here, but I am gonna hope that it is Fae again and not Terror, because Terror can be way more aggressive. Island? Campfire. Okay. I don't know exactly. Ooh, nice. I don't know exactly which one of the variations. I know I could play like Shadow Guild Mage here. I'm not going to. I think I'm going to prioritize just getting the third land drop going. Which variation plays Campfire? I can't imagine it's Terror. A second one? Okay. So this might take a while. Just gonna get a Swamp here. So ideally, I would like to multi-spell. Considering that my opponent likely has a counter spell, I am just gonna throw. Ooh, sorry. I am just gonna throw the Chittering Rats there. I imagine this just gets countered. Again, opponent might not have counter spell. They might just have double campfire. Yeah, double campfire activation. Yep, you got it. So this might be another very long match. So you didn't counter my rat last turn. Do you have a counter now? Seems like they do. Mirror Shell Crab. Okay. What about another one? So this is definitely a brew. Snuff Out gets discarded. Yeah, that card's not going to do you any good here. So I can start doing the Shadow Guild Mage thing now. Another Lorien. 2 cards in hand. Well, first of all, let's swing for 4 and see what happens. Okay. Oh, no, I was supposed to cast... I clicked too fast. Yeah, you can gain your life. That's fine. I was supposed to cast the Cleansing Wildfire 100% there. That was my bad. Okay, so this is exactly the kind of situation that I was talking about. My opponent hasn't played anything. Okay, there is a counterspell. Cool. I guess I'm just swinging. Yeah, but not casting the Cleansing Wildfire last turn was so bad. I was supposed to have an extra mana here. I could have played the Quombage Witches. Yada, yada. Not that I think that they will be much help against whatever brew my opponent has going on, but, you know, Innocent Blood. Yeah, you can have my Guild Mage. I would rather keep the Refurbished for now. So this doesn't have Flash or anything. This seems like some kind of Teachings deck. Opponent has a single card in hand. Cleansing Wildfire is going to be pretty good here. Yeah, that's going to be pretty good as well, I imagine. I think I'm not going to play the Nile Spellbomb just yet, because I don't really want to crack the Nile Spellbomb just yet. So I want to be a little more mana efficient and just play the Witches here. It increases my clock and all of that good stuff. Okay, 2 cards in hand for our opponent. Swing. Rats. Counter spell goes down. That's fair. Play the Spellbomb now, I guess. 1 card left in hand for our opponent, and those campfires are doing work. Tismo Backwater, sure. I think I'm fine cracking this now. Yeah, I just want to find more land drops, a Troll of Khazad-dûm, things to actually try to overpower the campfires and just end the game. Nice. Let's go with that. Opponent has a single card in hand. Hopefully it's not a counter spell or a removal spell. The Troll of Khazad-dûm increases my clock to 9 a turn, which would be 5 a turn. No! Another crab. Crabs! They have ward, right? Ward 3. Yes. Okay. So this is just some very dirtily controlled deck, I guess. Okay. So our opponent took a few minutes off, which, if they're playing a dirtily deck like this, it's not really the best idea, but okay. And then they top deck the Beholden to the Multiverse, which is obviously real good for them. Some card advantage and card selection. They go top bottom and then draw 2 cards. Okay, let's swing again. I feel like if I can get the Monarchy to resolve, it's really good for me. Unfortunately, these cards are not here to fight this sort of battle. And my opponent started with double Campfire. That is definitely good. Mirror Shell Crab is an interesting one, huh? Because it also counters abilities. Okay, opponent gets to preordain. Top. Scary. What is this? Oh, straight up Lorien. Okay, so opponent has recovered much better than we have. That is cool. Let's swing out. Opponent's gonna gain 2. Now let's blood fountain. Immediately crack the blood fountain. Do I want double troll? Probably chittering rats and refurbished familiar actually. And let's just get rid of a forked bolt. Okay. If my opponent has Arms of Hadar or Ivinkar's Justice, that is gonna hurt. But so far, I've only seen Innocent Blood and Snuff Out, so who knows? Swing. Here's the rats. Counterspell? Yeah. Okay. Pass the turn. This one might take a while. Another land drop for our opponent. Draw. That doesn't seem like it's gonna be a good card. Swing and pass. Fumes? Ugh. Okay. Guess that was definitely a reason for me to go for the troll. What is my opponent's win condition, though? That is what I want to know. Another bridge is obviously not great. We are now falling way behind on damage. Bojuka Bog, that one hurts. Yep. I want to see what my opponent's going to actually kill me with. Is it just like eventually play a crab and kill you? Opponent's deck doesn't seem to have many swamps in it. I wonder if it's just a thing that they need to try and dig for. Yes. I still have some lands that I can draw. Okay. Swing. Rats. Okay, rats resolved. We are now neutral on damage. Oh, we just cracked the campfire? Okay. Lorien, sure. Bottom, draw on a preordain. Innocent Blood. Yeah, you can have my witches. I think the 2/2 is probably better. Oh. Yeah, that card's not going to be very useful either, I guess. Is it Mystic? Yeah. Okay. I knew that there was going to be something that made sense here. 3, 4. I'm just gonna try to kill this now. I imagine there's protection, but still. Double cast down in order to make a couple birds. Do you not have protection? Oh. Okay. So, forked bolt. Let's take those birds out. What a game, huh? Wow. Enticing stuff. Okay, opponent made 5 mana and then played a Ponder. Ponder no show. Ooh, another Mermaid Mystic. Yeah, I need help now. And a Lorien. Pretty good. Another Bojuka Bog. That is good too. Cleansing Wildfire. Sure. That's a redraw, and I believe I still have 1 basic left in the deck. I mean, that would be so good. Alright, I don't think I get to play that. I need to wait. Unfathomable Truths. Okay. Opponent is going deep here, but they definitely are casting more draw 3s than we are. Yep, these cards are not great. I'm gonna make my opponent kill me. Is this another one? I'm gonna make my opponent kill me here. First, because they are way behind us on clock, and also because I just want to see what else is in their deck. So knowing that they have multiple Murmuring Mystics is definitely interesting. Means that I probably don't want to give up all of my snuff outs. So they are very slow and dirtly. Classic 21 turn game and still going. Oh, there's a 3rd campfire? Are you just playing all 4? It's crazy to me if you're playing just all 4 campfires. Okay, they foretell yet another thing. That's not really what I would like to see. Oh, I wonder if maybe I was supposed to play Thorn. Like, I don't think it makes much of a difference now. Because I would have played it. It would have likely gotten countered or something. Wow. Yeah, they are just playing all of the draw cards. So it's at least 3 Unfathomable Truths as well. This is a true, like, tap-out control deck. Not tap-out control, like, hard control deck. So I'm taking 8 here, and I should be dead next turn. Hardcast Mirror Shell Crab. So is this... no, it could be the same one as before. Okay, let's try to do the toxin analysis. Take a redraw, see if we can find anything. Because if I find, for example... Oh, I guess that was a reason to do it before. I could find Breath Weapon and try to kill my opponent's things. Gary is not bad either. Opponent's gonna have to discard a bunch of cards here. Oh, they have main deck Nile Spell Bombs. That is good to know. 4. Play the Monarch. Counter spell. Okay. Shadow Guildmage. Play good old Gary. We go up to 9. Is that lethal? Oh, yeah, that is still lethal. Okay. I'm not gonna make my opponent go through that. They got me. Okay, so the Red Blasts are absolutely coming in. The Campfires are absolutely coming in. Breath Weapon, out. You are already dead. Out. Toxin Analysis, out. I think I keep the Shadow Guildmage. Oh, all the Forked Bolts can go. I could bring in all of the Nile Spell Bombs just to keep fighting the things. Gary doesn't seem that bad, honestly. I think maybe the Combage Witches go and I bring in 2 more Garys. And yep, yeah, I think I want to stay with this. The Red Blasts are obviously going to be good, but my opponent's going to have things to say about it. But I don't get to give up on the Snuff Outs, not when my opponent's main kill condition seems to be Murmuring Mystic. Would I rather have a Witch? I think I would rather have another Snuff Out, actually, right? Yeah, and then I'll leave the Snuff Outs exclusively to fight over Mystics, and Witches is sort of... no, I don't know. No. I think I keep Witches, because it is a creature that gives devotion, and it is also a creature to sacrifice to... what's its face? Innocent Blood. I'm gonna keep this hand, obviously. It is pretty good. I have all 3 lands. I am gonna head with Mist Vault Bridge instead of Silver Bluff. Yes, it's a little awkward if I draw Cleansing Wildfire, but then I get to go Blood Fountain turn 2 immediately into Refurbished off of the Swamp, and I think I want my things to... that's fine. I think I want my cards to resolve more than I want to play super efficiently in case I draw something. Okay, we got a cast down already. Nice. Very nice. Swing for 2. I imagine this is gonna get countered by something. Yes. Play the Dross Forge Bridge. I am not going to crack the Blood token. Right now I want lands and I want spells, so I'm not gonna do anything with the Blood token here. I'll leave this for way later in the game when I draw some lands, probably. Okay, they immediately get rid of my Refurbished Familiar in the graveyard. That makes sense. Take 2. Rats. Chittering Rats resolves. I have a decent clock here. Next turn, if my opponent doesn't have a counter spell or anything like that. Like, for example, now if they take a turn to develop, I get to slam Gary and they take 10 damage next turn. I'll lose the refurb. Keep the Chittering Rats. Extra point of devotion definitely matters here. Attack. I'm just gonna slam Gary right away. This is a drain 5. I have 4 points of power in play. And now I can force my opponent to have to deal with both of them. Swing for 2. Almost skipped my turn there accidentally. Caught it in time. Let's Wildfire first. Grab a black. Draw another land. I'm just gonna play this. And I'm not gonna activate the Blood Fountain because I know my opponent has the Crab. So in case they tap out of the Crab, I'll crack the Blood Fountain. I'll crack the Blood Fountain now. Okay, that was absolutely great. Let's see. Take 2 to start off. I think I think whatever the order I play these in, no, okay. So this is just gonna be a time walk, basically. I am gonna crack this now. I don't think I played this one. Maybe I should have. 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I should have. What is your last card? Ooh, that's a good one. Yeah, but it wouldn't have made a difference, actually. Swing. Okay. Is this 6? It is 6. Play it. Play the bridge. Pass the turn. I'm not saying it's impossible for my opponent to get out of this one, but without fogs, I think it's gonna be tough. Yeah, like 4 mana for a Behold the Multiverse doesn't seem great. Yep, got him. So now my opponent needs to win the last game in 7 minutes. Let's see if they can. I think I keep, even though this hand is really strange, I think I keep it. Maybe I should have mulliganed. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just going to play the Blood Fountain turn 1 to guarantee that it resolves. I pretty desperately need to find lands here. But my deck has so much mana. There's a Campfire. I think I crack this and send the cast into the fire away. My opponent doesn't have time. Nice. My opponent doesn't have time to do Campfire shenanigans this game. Attack. I would really like to set up the bounce situation, but I'm just gonna hold it. And I think I try to exile this thing now. Okay, that is great. Getting rid of that early is very good. Top, bottom. Okay. The Nile Spellbomb is eventually going to be good, but I don't think it's good right now. Rats. Go, Shadow Guildmage. Carry us to victory. Oh, we're just going now? Okay. I guess I shoot an F6. So that was a Ponder, no shuffle. Okay. That is a good card. I'm almost wondering if I should Cleansing Wildfire here to grab an island. Just like blow up my land, find an island. I would very much like my spell to resolve, sir. Yeah. Oh, they discarded a crab. There's the Behold that we knew about. Bottom, draw. Okay. Another Shadow Guild Mage. Let's attack first. And I am actually gonna cleanse in Wildfire myself. Yeah, that's fine. I don't know if my opponent thought about the blue mana, but yeah, they are very stuck here. If I could get them to stumble, it would be really good. Nice. Good old Time Walk Rat. I'm trying to decide if I even play the rat right now. Oh, seems like we're doing something. What is it? Is it just fumes? Cast down on the Shadow Mage. Okay. Yeah. That's cool. I am just gonna play the Chittering Rats here. This means that it's 6 points of damage a turn. Do you have another? Okay, they have another counterspell. That's fine. So now, if they don't have some sort of... Okay, draw 3. That is obviously going to be good for them. Oh, they didn't hit a land drop? Crazy stuff. Okay, take 4. Down to 7. I think I'm just popping this and grabbing my creatures back. Nice! Chose exactly the right point to Bojuka Bog my opponent. Is this another draw 3? Doesn't seem like it is. So close. Okay. Is this... Yeah, Unfathomable Truths. Oof, if I had an untapped land. Oh, no. I should have snuffed out the Eldrazi spawn. Unfortunate, but okay. Play a rat. We got lethal in play. Murmuring Mystic. Okay, that resolves. My opponent's not putting any spells on the stack. Okay, I guess I can wait until my turn then. So, wait, let's try to kill it. And that resolves. I'm gonna swing. I'm gonna put my opponent down to 3 life. Whoop. What time is it? Gary time. Didn't even need the timer. Beat them fair and square. 2-1. I was, what, like 11 minutes ahead of my opponent on time? So I could have definitely won that game on time if I wanted to, but we just beat them. Absolutely fair and square. Well, all right. I'm going to go to the wrap-up real fast, and then I got to go to work. Okay, quick wrap-up then. How did we feel about the deck? I really liked it. This was so much fun to play. So this deck absolutely has some cool nuances in it. I think the Forked Boats is a really interesting option. We didn't face the decks that I exactly wanted to face, but we saw how good these types of removal spells are in the face of fairies, and even against the Raleigh deck, it was pretty cool to see. So our losses were to what again? We lost to Jund because we were the smaller mid-range deck, and then we lost to sort of a hybrid burn deck where they were not only playing the Raleigh package, but they were also playing the Thermal Alchemists and the Lava Darts. And yeah, that actually tracks. So I absolutely love this. You can expect me to come back to this deck at some point. It took a long time to record this today, which is why I am almost late for work. But yeah, really glad to see Gary doing its thing, even if it wasn't like amazing. But Gary was the reason we got there. Like, we won some games exclusive. The Raleigh matchup was exclusively on the back of Gary. And even now on this last one, it was the reach that we needed to close out the game. What do I think is too cute about the deck? We didn't use this card a single time. No, that's not true. I think we used it like once. This card is unfortunately not good. But everything else I really liked. The Shadow Guild Mage, like, threatening to just be a lock with Chittering Rats is really fun. And obviously, Refurbished Familiar plus Chittering Rats is a ton of weight to put on your opponent's ability to respond to your things. Maybe the breath weapons are a little weird in the main deck. I could maybe swap them for extra removal, lightning bolts or whatever. Maybe I don't want 4 forked bolts, but we haven't played against elves, and maybe they would have been absolutely insane. So yeah, that's gonna be it. I had a ton of fun playing this deck. If you try something like this, let me know. This is just really delightful to play, and I was very glad that it worked out. We finished 3-2, so we scored after an avalanche of 1-4s and 0-5s that I've been having. So yeah, I'll take it. So again, check the Patreon if you want to be extra generous and donate a deck for me to play. If not, that is absolutely fine. Check out the YouTube membership section where you can subscribe to watch videos like this earlier than anybody else. And if not, just remember to subscribe to the channel, please. It helps me so much. And if not, comment, like, subscribe, share, all the usual stuff that you all know and love. So yeah, that's gonna be it for me today. I hope you have a great day. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you guys next time. I gotta go give 5 classes now. Bye.